Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Let's Fix This. In this episode we're going to show you a Bosch front load washer that is not spinning. First thing I like to do is put it to diagnostics. We're going to hold the delay start, the spin selection buttons, rotate the knob once counterclockwise while continuing to hold the buttons. Spin selection is going to select the different modes. We're going to go to P4 and push start. This is the spin drain mode. It'll bypass all sensors, water fill, go straight to a spin and drain, and we can see we have nothing at all. The call complaint was washer wouldn't tumble or spin. I always like to go into this P4. After I let it sit for a minute, we got an E20 error code that displayed. The only way you see that error is in the diagnostics, and we can see, I know it's blurry, sorry, but the E20 is a power stage short circuit, replace inverter. The inverter on this washer is the motor control board. Now, most of the time when you have a Bosch washer that's not spinning, it's probably going to be the motor control. I apologize that this is a pretty horrible video clip of me taking the back off. I forgot to video me taking the back off, so this is actually me putting the back on in reverse. Same thing. It lets you see kind of where the screws are and what to do. But you're going to remove all the perimeter screws, the inverter or the motor controls, bottom left. You're going to remove the T20 torque screw that holds the motor control in place. Then there's a little tab down at the bottom. You're going to lift the tab and push the control back and lift it up and out. And the tedious part is getting all these little wires out of the connectors. So I'm showing you where I'm at and trying to take them off, then I'm skipping through it because you have to pry a bit and it's a little pain. I always have to cut the zip ties off. Otherwise, you're never going to get the zip tie out of the hole that it's popped into. So I just cut them off. Once that's done, you can start pulling it out. We need to unplug the actual wires from it. There's just little brackets, not brackets, but tabs that hold the wires in place. Sorry, you can't see through my fat hands there, but was limited on camera placement in the tight area behind this washer. And this is from the back. I didn't show me pulling it out, but it is the back of the washer we're looking at here. Remove all the wires, and we can pull the inverter out. A lot of times I like to just take the actual inverter out of the housing and you can see a burn mark. And then it's kind of like, oh yeah, this is definitely bad. There's just 4 little tab brackets that you can push and pull it out. Unfortunately on this one, there's no burn marks, so it's kind of one of those, well, the E20 is a communication error. I checked the wires, all the wires are fine. E20 says to replace the inverter. So we're going to put the new inverter back in place. There's little feet tabs that it lines up into, and then you pop it forward and that little tab at the front is going to lock in place. Our T20 torque screw is going to go back in place to hold it secure. Going to plug our wires back in. And you can't really mess up the placement on these wires. They only can go one place. I do recommend taking a picture of the original placement of wires just in case, because you can always go back and look at the picture that you took to see where the wires go. Once the wires are inserted into the control, you're going to put the actual, well, once the wire mulexes are back in the control, you're going to put the wires back into the little channels that they were in to begin with to hold them in place. You don't want that tub shaking all over. Going to go back into diagnostics. Delay start spin selection, rotate the knob 1 click counterclockwise, continue to hold, and we're in. Push spin selection 4 times and push start. Going to go down and you can see instantly the drum begins to turn, which means that we are set to go and that the new motor control fixed the washer. And then you just put the back on, 10, 12 screws around the perimeter. And the other main common issue with this washer is the drain pump either goes out or gets stuff stuck in it. You can check the link at the end of this video for a video I have on replacing the drain pump for the Bosch front load washer. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe for weekly videos on how to fix your own appliances.